Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar, Adab, Jai Shri Krishna and Jambosana to another one of my very exciting health shows, running this every Monday at 9:40 p.m. Third Nige Karavich. As an alternative practitioner, mera pura hunda aim to pick up a topic, dissect it and run that through with the causes, the symptoms, the issues, the foods, but other things that you need treatment for, you need to contact me either at my Ivor Clinic, Birmingham, Bradford, Edinburgh or Glasgow, and by appointment only. As a practitioner, I look at the mind, body and spirit and treat the whole body, not just for the symptoms. Amazing NHS system in UK and most amazing welfare, but are we treating the symptoms only or the hidden causes? That's where I come into picture. So hidden causes are so important. Je tusi na karo, you are not removing the blueprint that the patient is carrying and they will keep falling back. Ohi bamari vich bar bar o trap vich fas jande ne. So as a colon hydrotherapist, acupuncturist, nutritionalist, juice diet, various kinds of body treatments, massages, Ayurveda remedies and lots of wonderful flower remedies to treat the state of the mind, but also NES scanning, which is how I assess what is wrong with the patients. Assessments ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ long ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ prolonged ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ patients ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ causes ਹੋਏ ਹੁੰਦੇ due to chemical intoxicity ਜਾਂ chemical drugs ਜਾਂ pain killers. Fact was, and I'm surprised कि English channels ਤੇ मेरे हफ्ते तो बाद शो करन तो बाद और टॉपिक रेज कर देने. सो आई एम वंडरिंग आर दे अभी ahead of time. They'll talk about obesity. जदों सारा टॉपिक हो जाता they will talk about depression. जदों टॉपिक हो जाता they will talk about sleep. And I was shocked they use the same logo of sleep. You are not alone. Over 80% of the British public do not have a sound sleep. And I thought, this is the same logo कि मैं हफ्ता पहले decide किया सीगा to use in my show. And that was about sleep deprivation in UK and how the public is starving from good sleep. Good sleep ਦੇ time ਤੁਸੀਂ good choice ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ stress levels ਘਟਦੇ ਨੇ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ body regenerate ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ. ਉਹ time ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ liver flush ਕਰਦਾ toxins, ਉਹ time ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ adrenaline calm ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਉਹ time ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਵੇਂ cells ਬਣਦੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹ time ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ kidney ਸੇ filter ਕਰਨਾ ਗੰਦ ਮੰਦ. ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਲੱਗਦਾ, ਨਖੋਰ ਲੱਗਦਾ. ਕਦੀ अंदर झाती मार के देखो. और मेरे प्रोग्राम्स जेड़े समय तो सुनदा है, बड़ा कुछ लोगों ने ज्ञान दिता है इस प्रोग्राम्स तो, पर ये झाती मैं क्यों अंदर तुहानू असिस्ट करदी मारन लई कि आपां जे देखिए ते अपने शरीर दी परविश करिए. एंड वी पॉज टू थिंक कि साडे शरीर दे विच किन्ने ही हलचल हो रही, किन्ना ही वाटर फिल्ट्रेशन, किन्ना ही प्लम्ड है, किन्ना ब्यूटीफुल ब्लड सर्कुलेट करदा, पर असी उस नू बेबस किदां कर दिंदे फोक्स. व्हाट डू वी डू टू आवर बॉडी to get it to low maintenance? ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਹਾਈ ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਘਰ ਦਾ ਮਾਈਕ੍ਰੋਵੇਵ ਕੰਮ ਹੋਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਘਰ ਦੀ ਸਿੰਕ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ, ਟਾਇਲਟ ਫਲਸ਼ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਫਲਸ਼ਿੰਗ ਬਾਡੀ 'ਚ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ? और a malfunction of the body to filter out toxins and excess urea, uric acid causing huge amount of water retention. Pause to think what is my topic of this evening is water retention. पानी जदों जमा हो जाता और गंदा पानी जमा हो जाता और यूरिया यूरिक एसिड बिल्डअप हो जाता. एक इन्ना वधिया ऑर्गन है just the size of your fist. Above that is the adrenal glands are the kidneys. Kidneys क्यों filter करना हट गया? Why have the salts and the electrolytes imbalanced? What has been the cause and what has been the trigger factors? आज मैं उस शो विच डायसेक्ट करांगी. थाड़ा सारे दा निगा स्वागत. A lot of my show is also going to be obviously in English. My aim is कि जे through a call channel I can reach the media and the medium of the fourth and the third generation कि माँ अपने बच्चे नू पालदी है, पलोसदी है, खाना माँ दा प्रेगनेंसी टाइम सही ना होवे, she can also have water retention. but खाना माँ दा खाने तो प्रेगनेंसी तो बाद बच्चे नू सही ना खाना पका के दवे, that can lead on to huge problems. and ओह पैटर्न जेड़ा घर दा माँ दा इमोशंस वगैरह अच्छी नीत नाल खाना नहीं बनाओगे तां भी प्रॉब्लम होएगा. ਬਹੁਤ ਖਾਣਾ ਪਕਾਉਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਸਹੀ ਖਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਲੂਇਡਸ ਤੇ ਲਿਕੁਇਡਸ ਨਾ ਹੋਣ ਦਿਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ all these things become a catalyst for water retention but so many things play a part to make you have this water retention that is my program for today ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਟਿਊਨ ਇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਿੱਘਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਲੀਨਿਕ ਦਾ ਨੰਬਰ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਆਉਂਦਾ 07886 880591 or email ID manjeetkaur51@yahoo.co.uk. You can also source me on YouTube with all my shows and past and previous ones where you can still learn a lot. But for assessment, you need to make an appointment. I do not do any phone histories. A lot of people are window shopping. So we have several categories of people who are called TWs, time wasters. Then they are those who are window shopping. So they are VWs. Window shopping to find an answer. Is tarah ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ folks. ਇਹ plumbed system ਸਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਤੱਕ is so beautiful. ਕਦੀ pause to think ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਘਰ ਦਾ plumbing system fail ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੰਕ ਚੋਂ ਪਾਣੀ ਡਰੇਨ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਵਾਸ਼ਨਾ ਉੱਪਰ ਨੂੰ ਆਏਗੀ ਖਾਣਾ ਬੁੜ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੇਸਟਡ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉੱਪਰ ਨੂੰ ਆਏਗਾ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਸਮੈਲ ਆਏਗੀ ਟਾਇਲਟ ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਜਾਵੋਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ and you do not open your bowels for 2 to 3 times a day in my theory you are now heading to putrefaction and that putrefaction leads on to build up of wind and methane gas which when reflect from the mouth and the anal passage dislodging wind it is not socially healthy but it's not even socially healthy for the children a lot of children are actually having huge problems of bloatedness and water retention obviously excessive ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਖਾਣੇ ਚ ਕਰ ਲਈਏ those can lead on causes can be of toxins and heavy metals ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ NES program ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ NES you can check on human body field in my YouTube channel and see what this amazing reading the human quantum body field program is about and how we give an antidote to reduce the symptoms and to get the body to start signaling again. It is the deprivation of this human electrical field that leads the organs to fail with communication. When the communication fails, it's a domino effect of one organ to another, and that leads on then to the disease which will be on the pathological level, but in the interim it could be months and years before you become to a level and saying doctor blood test kar de kuch nahi milda. And it's these blood tests that may show you symptoms but what NES does I had patients coming to Edinburgh and Fife who never told me about the ear issues who never told me about the symptoms they had and about sleep deprivation and they were shocked how NES picked that up and they said certainly they had ear problems. A little girl came to me down in Edinburgh having serious problems with her attention and not concentrating never knew that she had ear issues and audio function but so sad there was something also critically wrong in that family that the mother used to really hit the child very hard on the face and the back of the ears and what has triggered off an electrical disturbance in the child's ears that has caused huge issues. So this is the amazing thing about NES. Obviously these signals post on to other organs and then the body is then heading on to a state of crisis that triggers off symptoms of various kinds and you actually forget kedi cheez pello si you now have become a catalyst of serious symptoms that you'll say oh my god I don't know मैं किधर दा बीमार हो गया पहले तो मैंने कदी नहीं कुछ सीगा पहले तो मैंने ब्लड प्रेशर नहीं सीगा पहले तो मैंने शुगर नहीं सी पहले कुछ भी नहीं हुंदा पहले पोस्ट कार्ड भी नहीं आंदा कि ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ कुछ होण वाला जन्म और मरना दो चीज़ां रब ने अपने वस रखिया हुई in this birth life we are the caretakers of this body if we do not learn to care and choose food and have our emotions balanced speak the truth when you have to do not speak the false things that would you would take to bed and have a very restless sleep कि किसी नाल मैं झूठा बोलिया या खोटा काम कीता that itself will also lead on to lots of problems. Water retention, obviously so many issues lead on which is called fluid retention. What is fluid retention is when there is excess buildup of water and the body's ability to filter out the fluid from the capillaries 10 times finer than your hair, with a lymphatic system 10 times more to go around the earth than arteries and veins put together. How complex can the lymphatic system be that fails to make a BB look fat or have water retention or fat legs or water in the knees or water in the ankles? All this is referred pani खून दे विच पानी हैगा या 70%. 70% of your body is made up of water. But have you ever thought कि मैं पानी कितना पीता? Are you drinking the right water? Are you drinking it at the right time? You know, all these things make up a huge factor of water retention. Japanese, through various studies, proved that water has got so many valuable benefits of drinking. A quantity of at least 2 pints in the morning, even being helped out with blood pressure and hypertension. How amazing can that be? Obviously, water on the outside and the inside surfaces of the cells and the skin tissues has got an amazing chemistry. And if 70% of the blood field is made up of water, then the less you drink, the more concentrated and toxic and flukes and parasites will be running, the less will be the healthy cells running around. Your cell should be like a 1 pound coin flowing. If you ever see a dark field blood test that I also do, you'll be shocked at what is running in a human body. The kinne changes are human body, their blood se which, and how sticky the blood becomes. Also on the density, which is the HDL and LDL, the cholesterol levels. Obviously, all the subcutaneous tissues hage body, they can lead on to water retention in the ankles, in the abdomen region, bahan de vich, in the elbows, in the knees, upper thighs, and all these can lead on to your pain or called edema. Edema, when you do press, it will cause pitting, or when you press and you lift your hand away with those 2 finger points, jithe press kare, if it leaves an indentation, that is edema. And obviously the body is starving from water. Care to think je kadi tusi desert vich hovange, 4 दिन थानू खाना ना मिले, you will survive. But 4 दिन थानू पानी ना मिले ते body हल्क जांदी आ, literally हल्क जांदी, like a panting dog, that one needs water. Water is so important. रब ने दुनिया दे विच 1/3 धरती सारी दुनिया दा हैगा मिट्टी ते बाकी 2/3 of the earth, the world globe, is water. So we have destroyed and through industrial pollution contaminated the same water jada Rab ne ditta. Even in England there is no clean water. Kadi summer aa jandi te hose pipe ban ho jande, reduce your water, sea water piya nahi janda. Itte the water jada, it is the human flushed water that is recycled and put back into the system. I myself have always condoned drinking tap water, and always I've actually said that having distilled water with the right salts added once a week into it is the best. You can't go wrong with that. And I sell distillers. Clinic the number 07886880591. Glasgow de vich मैं 8th 9th 10th 11th Berkeley Street नवा गुरुद्वारा जेड़ा ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ for the sangat who have all shown a big demand from their symptoms that they previously had, and today they seriously, families and extended families need help. For that reason I'm setting that base. Obviously the reasons of congested heart failure can also lead on to water retention. High blood pressure with excess fluids can lead on to those issues. Steroids can make you have water retention, although they can be saviors. Hormones changes for a woman, again the complexity of a woman's body is more complex than men. Men have the testosterone hormone, women's hormones are so complex. PMT, PMS, these are all issues that can cause flabbiness or water retention for a girl 10 to 15 days prior to the build-up of the menses. Urinary tract je healthy na hove, peshab di guthli de vich bahut zyada tusi calcium वगैरह, बहुत ज़्यादा acids khade hoye ne with huge amounts of aluminiums and sediments sitting under the base of your bladder, and kidneys not flushing out and filtering will lead on to water retention. Obviously ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਆ diuretic pills ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ ਆ saviors, but also that means sometimes ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ 4-5 ਵਾਰੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਠਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ every 45 minutes. For some of them it's every hour. After pregnancy, there's a huge hormone imbalance obviously for a woman, and electrolyte balances cause huge issues when water is not well balanced. So we think water sanu asi, lot of children are spending money and they don't think je asi distiller la liye, you won't be breaking your back as much trying to get water, you know, from the stores which are in plastic bottles, but we don't know how long they've been sitting in these go downs. Water retention can obviously occur when the capillaries pressure is reduced, and these capillaries then are forced to leak out and they do not drain the water that leads on to water retention. The pressure in the capillaries is affecting the permeability of the capillaries, which are 10 times finer than your hair. That would lead on to leaky capillaries and water retention. Excessive fluid can be released by the tissue, and the spaces between the cells then have got water retention. 10 times more arteries and veins is the lymph system. Body brushing is very important to help with drainage, but also increasing water through the day and the right water as well. The lymph system is so congested that when something goes wrong, the rate at which the water should be excreted is not at the same rate that the water is filtered. Toxic water is actually going through the system, which also leads on to edema. This means that the fluid is remaining in the tissues, causing swelling, and kidneys then have a huge load to play up. I actually regard, if you have missed the kidney show, which I did on the Kal channel, was Love Your Kidneys. You need to check this out on my YouTube channel, Dr. Manjeet Kaur. Understand the benefits of water. Obviously, kidneys are amazing. They carry the blood and the oxygen which is filtered out, and the renal arteries, which are the small blood vessels within the kidneys, which are the tiny capillaries with the blood vessels. These are the ones that actually sieve out the toxins, get rid of the bad salts, send the good water fluid back out to the kidneys, and the other unwanted water is come out through the urea or your urethra as in form of urea, and that has got high toxic salts. Obviously, the bloodstream releases what it's able to only if it has. Je khoon de vich pani nahi hega, ja you don't have enough water intake, that would lead on to issues. Obviously, the body constitutes of water is more, and if 70% of the water is not your body weight, and you think ke mera shareer bhara ya te mere muscle pulch kar deya, thada de bhara ya, it's only heavy because your filtering system, thodi body da plumb system fail ho gaya ya. In most, obviously, the kidneys are unable to eliminate all the toxic material that we are taking in, and ede which obviously the body is now showing exhaustion and fatigue. If the blood from the kidneys is affected on the tubules of the kidney, it is so complex, the kidney itself as an organ, they are not working properly because they are damaged, because they are leaking, and that urine outflow will be obstructed. Obviously, that would then lead on to kidney failure also, and that waste matter which actually is included in the fluid, it cannot be eliminated by the body, and resulting in water retention and also kidney diseases. Pregnancies, which a lot of women put on weight because the weight of the uterus, might be mindful that the woman's curves are there for a reason. The weight around she has to carry around the uterus, which is one of the biggest muscles in a human being compared to even the male gender. if that she carries the fetus around that abdomen, but the veins around the pelvic can go under pressure, and that build-up can cause lack of referred water back up, can cause ankle swelling during pregnancy, but after pregnancy sometimes it can get better. But if the blood does not travel at the same speed as is coming up, imagine ke 100 quarts of blood is filtering out, so 100,000 times the heart is beating, and that's the thrust at which the blood is coming out. In the interim, that kitte bhi flow cut gaya, kitte bhi blood vessel vein leak ho rahi hai, that is going to cause issues and cause toxic buildup of water. So really physical activity badi zaruri hegi hai during pregnancy. Walking generally for people. What are the causes of water retention we'll be discussing also into the second half of the show. Probably if you have time we'll also give you a juice, because time always races so fast. I've got so much to tell you that you still feel thirst after the end of the program. Literally thirst. I literally mean thirst of parting the knowledge. Thirst of my water, which I've already consumed. This is my second bottle of the day already, and it's not, we'll be running into the third and the fourth bottle. So I hope you'll also be consuming good water. Obviously, if the blood does not travel as fast as it's supposed to on the return, then there will be a buildup of pressure and the capillaries go under huge stress. Exercise is needed to stimulate the lymph system. So speed walking, power walking, all these are important. Bibiyan walk nahi kardiyan, chat keh dindiyan mere to turya nahi janda. As soon as the daughter-in-law comes, she expects her food on her tray. Yes, the modern mothers of the third generation are more active mothers. So I'm glad that is being looked at, and they are going to the gym. But coming back from the gym and pouncing up to biscuits and dipping biscuits and rusk in your tea does not favor that exercise that you have done. So whatever you have dehydrated, you need to put it back into your system, but do not have water food soon after exercise. You just need to hydrate yourself first. Avoiding water with meals is certainly very important. लोकी कह दिंदे कि कई वैद इंडिया तो आंदे आ ते कहंदे कि खाने नाल पानी नहीं पियोगे ते खाना पचेगा नहीं. How sad. On the base of your stomach, at the bottom, in the bowl of the stomach is hydrochloric acid, which has got all the digestive juices to help digest your food. Do not liquidify them more with excess drowning of water, which causes you bloating and also a huge belly buildup. Obviously, huge amount of problems. Some people are born genetically who have got water retention hereditary from mother. Others have elephantiasis problem, which is a huge issue of massive water retention in the legs and ankles, and it can go from generation to generation. But again, these things can be looked at prior to you getting a victim to help the capillaries from not leaking out. And obviously regular water intake is very important. Lack of proteins in your daily routine obviously is a big problem. Certain levels of proteins need to be eaten and are very effective for water balance. This is not proteins jehde tusi shakes वगैरह खा रहे हो तो whey proteins, those are not the right ones. I'll be talking about the fruit proteins and what Punjabi deficient diet is so deficient in the good proteins other than paneer and full cream milk and chitti bread and more chitti bread and 50-50 and ही कुछ mothers अपने बच्चियां नू दे रहियां ने. Folks, a child does not decide his taste buds. A mother's bad shopping habits, a mother's ignorance, a mother's lack of knowledge, a mother's same habits can reflect onto the child. A mother's laziness, inactivity, not to put her heart and soul into cooking can affect even people who don't eat that food. Cooking and eating with positivity is so important, but changing your shopping habits seriously. Look at the cook shows, keep on listening to my chat shows and talk shows. That is your wealth of knowledge. ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਮੁੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਕ ਕੰਨ ਖੋਲੋ ਤੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਨੂੰ ਖੋਲੋ, ਦੋਨੇ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ दूसरे सो तो जाओगे तुसी 9:40 10:40 मेरे शो तो बाद दूसरे दिन रीगर्जिटेट करो की सुनिया ਤੇ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਨੂੰ ਬਦਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਟੂ ਹੈਵ ਅ ਹੈਲਥੀਅਰ ਲਾਈਫ। ਕਲੀਨਿਕ ਦਾ ਨੰਬਰ ਹੈਗਾ 07886880591। ਸੈਕੰਡ ਹਾਫ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ obviously kidney failures ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਐਂਡ ਲਾਰਜ ਐਬਡੋਮੈਨਸ ਔਰ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਫੂਡਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਪ੍ਰੋਟੀਨਸ ਆਰ ਗੁੱਡ ਫॉर ਯੂ। ਇਨਟੂ ਦ ਸੈਕੰਡ ਹਾਫ ਸਟੇ ਟਿਊਨਡ ਵਿਦ ਮਨਜੀਤ ਕੌਰ on this health show of mine every Monday at 9:40. Remote control na halana. I'm going to be having some water. I hope you have the same.